Happy Saturday, Team TNC. Thanks to everyone who came in and knocked it out today. I wanted to end the day with a cool CI update. So I've been playing around in WhisperFlow and I was trying to figure out how I could make things even simpler. So I came up with a really cool prompt for when I'm using WhisperFlow inside of CakeOS. So typically when Crystal and I reach out to a lead, there are two main things that we update in CRM. We update the last contact date, which helps us keep track of when we last spoke with the customer. We also typically add notes in the chatter log, basically updating any points of topic that we talked about, any requests that the customer has. So those two things are pretty much updated almost every time we make an update to any lead. And so with WhisperFlow, I've already been able to save some time, but I came up with a really cool prompt. I'm going to show it to you right here. All right, so here I am inside of Casey and CakeOS. I've been saving so much time already with WhisperFlow, typing things out for me both in CakeOS and typing out my emails for me. So what I've been asking it to do, I'll just give you an example. So I might say, hey, Casey, I want you to update this lead for me, change the last contact date or LCD. That's another shortcut that I've done prior to this one, which is just a shortcut for last contact date. So, hey, Casey, update this lead for me. I want you to change the LCD to today's date. I also want you to add a log note in the chatter note that says this. So that's what I've been prompting it to do. Now I have what I call update S, which is update standard. So all I say is update S, the name of the lead, today's date, and whatever I want the note to be. So it's saving me time on having to say every single thing that I want it to do. I can literally just say update S and the most important details, that being the lead name, what I want the LCD or last contact date to be, and the log note. So this is super cool. It's something I thought about last night. I was really excited to put it into action today, and I'm definitely excited to see what other shortcuts I can put into action inside of CakeOS with WhisperFlow.
So I put these handles on here yesterday on the decarbonator, and one of them pulled off today. So I hooked it up a different way. I basically put two of these things on and crimped them so that when you pull it, it is much more difficult. I don't think you can even get this to pull out. I did the same thing up here. So basically, instead of it being able to slip out, it would get caught going around this loop, and it's crimped right there again, so like nothing's gonna move. All right, over here at the decarbonator, I learned how to replace a rack in here the other day, and there were a few key safety points that were missing. So I updated the Gemba Doctor is a very critical step to let the hot water drain out that was missing. So I added that on there and added a few other safety things. For example, 2 people required, and then also to not hold on to the slats when you're getting the rack down. So take a look. Let me know if you have feedback.
Good afternoon, Team TNC. I have a sales CI update. This is one that I am super excited about. It's going to save me tons and tons of hours every week. I now have WhisperFlow. So if anyone has come to the office and seen people whispering into microphones at their desk, you may have wondered what that is, and that is people using WhisperFlow. So essentially this program uses AI to transcribe what you say into the microphone and essentially write down your words. So if you can imagine typing out a long paragraph versus reading it out, it's going to be way faster reading it out, multiple times faster. And so you apply that logic to every day-to-day activity here that requires typing, and it's going to be countless hours saved. So I'm going to turn this screen around. All right, so I've switched over to screen share here. Wanted to show you what it looks like. You won't be able to hear what I'm having it type in, but you can certainly read what I'm having it type in. I'm literally just pressing a button on my keyboard and speaking into it. So this is just really going to save a lot of time. I can't stress that enough. So this is just a little sneak peek into how I might use this for one of my day-to-day activities, which is following up the leads and then updating the leads in our CRM profile. So that was one of my leads, Michelle with Fuji Steakhouse. They really want to buy some of our products. I'm going to be sending them samples next week. So I drafted an email just by speaking into the microphone. Now I'm over here at Casey. This is the CRM sales AI agent in Cake CRM. So Crystal and I use Casey all the time. In fact, pretty much all of our updates in the CRM program now are just done through Casey. So before I had Whisper, I was just typing stuff in. And honestly, I found that I was typing out more having Casey updating than just going in and physically updating them myself. And so I thought, this isn't really saving me any time right now. And so with WhisperFlow, I'm definitely going to be saving time. I had it type out what I wanted it to do for me, which was updating the last contact date to keep track of when I talked to them last, and then adding a note, basically letting them, updating what I had just sent to them, which was samples are coming soon, essentially. So I'm going in now and just checking, making sure that it went through correctly. As you work with these AI agents more and more, you kind of iron out some of the bugs. And so, I'm still just double checking, making sure, and looks like the updates were done. So super excited.
Good morning, everybody. So I have put together this tray dolly for bakeries so that when they're working the line and there's several trays stuck together, they will go onto this dolly, and at the end of the day, they will go to dish. So when those stuck together trays come to dish, they will be placed right here. And then who's ever running dish that day can separate the dish trays from the little trays. The dish trays will go up to the mezzanine, and the little trays will go back into production. Okay, everybody. So now the bin is clearly marked with red saran wrap to not use. Up here in the mezzanine, the elevator is there. So you're gonna get out the elevator or up the stairs, go to the left at the far end. The sacks of trays, the big sacks of trays are located right here. There's signage on all four to not use because these are big trays right here. And then every day when you separate the big trays in dish, you will come up here, you will bring your big trays up here and probably have to rewrap, and you will date how many trays you added and then your initials. Hopefully we can get these unstuck trays out of here and have no problems in the future. So help me out, guys. It's going to be a whole team effort to do this. Thank you and have a great day.
All right, good morning, TNC. I'm working on a project here in the bathroom in the break room. I'm currently working on picking everything up off the floor. So let me know how it works so we can improve it. Thank you.
Small improvement to CakeOS. Click on your user icon in the upper right and you can flip on and off dark mode. I've got an awesome update in CakeOS that I wanted everybody to know about and really understand how to use, because this is one of the biggest wastes in Lean. We talk about it all the time, unused talent, and I think you guys have some great ideas how to improve CakeOS, and that's what this is all about. So the way we're going to track these is in GitHub Issues, and GitHub Issues is just a project management tool, but it's going to capture all the features, bugs, and ideas that the team has to improve CakeOS. Here I'm logged in with the pin access, and it's 7107. Don't forget that, 7107. And I'm using Benny to log a issue. And you can see here, this first one is just a feature request. I'm saying, hey, we're doing this cool thing with wrap, and can we do this with cake rings too? And then Benny turns it into a nice buttoned up feature request for me and puts it in GitHub. Any of the CakeOS agents can do this. Just talk to them about it. Be like, hey, I have this idea for a new feature. Hey, I have this bug that I've been really struggling with. And they can put it into GitHub Issues, and then we'll make a code change and fix it.